Hi everyone, welcome back to Paper Therapy with Amy. Thanks for stopping by. I have a treat for you today. The new Close to My Heart catalog is out. It's going to come out November 1st, so I'm hoping to have this video uploaded to YouTube next week, Monday or Tuesday, so you'll be able to see a bit of a sneak peek. I'm not going to go through this whole catalog. I'm sure people will be, but I'm not going to. This is Evergreen and I love it. So I wanted to show you this paper pack, and I also wanted to show you the card kit because it has these thin cuts, and I have thin cuts similar to this. They're not Close to My Heart. They're from a different company. I got them at a craft sale one time, but you really want to pick these up especially if you were one of the people asking me, but also if you like to do winter or hiking or forest layouts. They are just awesome for making embellishment clusters and tucking them in your layouts. They work like flowers basically, right? With leaves and a flower, except for it works with wintertime. So it's pretty great. The other thing I picked up from this catalog is this bundle right here. It's $60.75 Canadian if you're in Canada, and you can create all these trees with it. And I'm going to show you a sheet that I created. So that's this one here. Then I'm going to show you, oops, got it all to the side here. So this is, I must have had it this way. There we go. So this is one of the stencils, right? And then you take that one off and you put this one on to get your prints on all the trees, like that. So I just love it. I will use it for hiking and all kinds of things. That's why I went for it right away. The bundle also comes with these thin cuts. They would cut out every one of these trees, but they will also cut out the trees from the stamp set. So if you get everything individually, the bundle does save you, I think, a little bit, not a ton. Yeah, I got the whole bundle. I don't really think these are necessary because cutting a triangle is not that hard, but you can even cut it on your trimmer. You just, but you know, it came together. So I thought, why not? Why not? And I made a short video of these trees. I made a whole little bucky of these trees to use to embellish my layout that I'm going to do today. So I made a short video that's on my Instagram. So hop over to Instagram to see that video. It's my Instagram tag is Paper Therapy with Amy. And I will bring in the paper pack Evergreen that I like so much. So it's right here. You can tell I've been creating today. My fingers are all inky from making those trees. So this is the 6 papers and the sticker sheet. It could be Christmas, but it can be winter as well. I think that's really nice because how many Christmas layouts can you do? But this one is awesome because I could do any kind of outdoor page or even indoor pages in the winter time, which is really awesome. The pictures I'm going to do are from when my husband and I went and got our Christmas tree. So could my hat be a more perfect color? Like, only scrapbookers get excited about this, but I knew you guys would share in my joy. So, and this is when we went to get our tree. So I have 3 pictures here that turned out quite dark. I had these done at London Drugs before I had my Canon Selfie. I wouldn't say Canon Selfie is the best printer, but it's the most affordable personal printer. I got mine from somebody who got more than one for Christmas, and she sold it to me for $100. So like, I think they're $140 retail. You can't really go wrong if you just want to try out printing your own pictures. Here is my printed picture, and I'll just give you a comparison. So this is the selfie. And this is London Drugs. I was able to zoom it in a little bit, of course, because I'm printing it myself. And you can do that when you have them printed too, but it's just a lot of work to send so many pictures in, I find. I used to always send them to Blacks. They do a really good job. So, and you can get them cheaper there. It's another one. Okay, folks, I'm gonna get my desk cleared off here, get my mats out, and get to work. Okay, I think I'm gonna start on pines. It's gonna be a frame style layout. So I have this white, and I'm gonna put that here on each one. So because that inside bit doesn't show, I just took it out to use. So I'm actually gonna do that in this one as well. It's such a waste of paper and it gets so heavy. So let's do that here as well. So you go to the 1 inch mark and you slide your blade to the 1 inch mark, put it down, go up to 11, turn. Now if you left your blade at 11, you should be able to put it right back down. Come down to 1. Turn. Now if you left your blade again, if you leave your blade in the right spot every time, then you should be able to just slap it down and bring it down. So one corner I think wasn't quite cut, but that will be okay. And then I'll put that back on there in the right place. Now this is very stark white, so I'm definitely going to ink around it with some toffee. Acorn will work too. I'm using craft paper with this layout because I actually don't have acorn, but I really like the look of craft because it has a little bit of a texture to it. I forget to keep this in the frame for you. I don't do this edge because I consider that to be like continuing on to this side. So all right, those are going to go on like that. All right, we're going to push this right against that side, go to the 1/2 inch. Here and here has to be at 1/2 inch. And if it's flush along here, then it should be square on that side. Here we go. Trying to not to get my white dirty. If you notice any white on my hands, it's because I had a little accident with the gloss spray when I was speckling my trees. So I had to clean up a big mess of white, and I made sure my dog didn't get in. I think I want to matte this photo. So, and this one, I'll probably double matte them actually. Let's try, this looks nice with my hat. And then what about a second one? There we go. Okay, so let's ink that. Okay, and I think I'm going to shrink down maybe even this one. I want this to go here, but I need something to elevate it a bit, so we'll do the matting again. Okay. Like that. So I think I want to trim this one down. I'm gonna definitely take everything I'm willing to take off the bottom. So it's 3 by 4 now. Now I'm thinking I want a piece of paper that's going to continue this line back here. I think I'm going to have the trees decorating the bottom, so I don't need to worry too much about that. It might be nice to have it this brownie color. Unless that goes on the bottom. Then I could go with, I do think I might want the music, although it's on a creamy background. It does have some white though. I do want some music because I think I'm going to use, have a title from A Christmas Carol, like A Christmas Tree. right, I'm gonna cut this off first. And I'm gonna go with 1 inch. As I was talking about this one, so we'll try I'm gonna come above here, so it needs to be more than 3 inches tall. I'm gonna try that. It's always a little nerve-wracking. So I'm up to half there, and then this is coming up to the 9. And that's at 10.5. So now I need, for the rest of the way, I need a piece about this wide. So that's gonna be 1 inch wide. So I'm gonna bring this in here like this. I'm gonna cut a few more strips to go across the bottom like this. Okay, I've got everything glued down. These are still loose. This one is down. I like to take the mats out because I like to be able to kind of move the sheets together to see if I'm matching things up well. So I took this off the sticker sheet and I just put a piece of the sage paper behind. So it just came from here. It says documented. And the reason is, you'll notice I'm missing that picture here. I want to try and use this one. Sorry, I was probably off camera there. So I'm going to try that. So, okay. Let's see. There we go. Now, I don't think you can see any of that green. Like, I could make it smaller so that the green actually shows, but I think I'm just gonna stick that in there like that. I think that's okay. So let's see where we want to put this. Might be nice there because it's a lot of the window and the sky there. So we'll think about it up there for now. And another thing I was working on was the title. So I have an older stamp set. It is this one here. You've seen me probably use it in a video before if you've watched any more of my videos. I use it from time to time. What I like about it is you can make writing continue. And I have cut this out, fussy cut this out, kind of carefully going around. So I wanted to use, because I'm using the music, I wanted to use a line from the song, Oh Christmas Tree. And so I'm going to use How Lovely Are Your Branches. So here's how. Let's try that like that. Are your, maybe like that. And then I have branches cut in the serif. So let's see how that's gonna look. I'm gonna stick them off the edge here a little bit because it's quite a long word, so I'm not sure it's gonna fit the whole way if I don't really use all the real estate. As you can see, it just fits. And I wanted to try and continue this line of music that I have going above and kind of have it leading into the title and the word lovely there. Once I have everything dry fit the way I want it, then I will start gluing with the S on the word branches using the Barely Art glue with the precision tip. I wanted to tell you a little bit more about these photos. So in the province of Alberta in Canada, we can buy a $5 permit that allows us to go to Crown land. So that's land that nobody owns. It's the government's land. It's for public use. And we can cut down up to 3 trees of a certain height for our Christmas tree. So my husband and I drove out. It's about 2 hours that we have to drive, and we went and found ourselves a Christmas tree. And I thought it was pretty fun. My husband said he wouldn't do it again. He said it was a scraggly tree and
It was a lot of work to find it, but he looked like he was having quite a bit of fun driving down these snowy roads in 4x4. You can see I'm bringing in a variety of trees from the Triangle Trees bundle, I think it's called. I am using craft paper, sage paper, and pine paper, and I am using some trees that I've made on White Daisy with those inks. I believe it's actually toffee ink because there's no craft ink. I used both the stencils and the stamps to create these trees, and if you would like to know a little bit more about that, I did make a reel. So head over to Instagram, I'll try and link that here, and go to Paper Therapy with Amy and check out the reel I made on how I created these trees. I used some white gloss spray and some gold shimmer brush to decorate them. If you're enjoying this process video, I would just love it if you hit that thumbs up button. That lets YouTube know that you enjoy the content that I create, and it helps me out on my YouTube channel. And I would just love it if you would also hit that bell icon so that you're notified whenever I post a new video. I really enjoyed the process of creating these embellishment clusters. It was pretty fun to do. At some point, I did decide that I needed something up in that top right corner where those little, that little documented frame is. I decided that to help with that visual triangle, I kind of needed something up there. So I did have to take those trees. I think I had mostly used them up, so I needed to take those trees from the other clusters, which were kind of full anyway, so that was okay. And you may notice the finished product is slightly different because I was constantly, until I glued them down, I was constantly rearranging them. And at some point you just have to go, okay, this is it. It's staying like this. I had kind of decided I wasn't going to journal on this layout, and you'll hear me saying that in the end when I give you the close-ups. But as I look at the layout on this video, I do think it might be a good idea to have some journaling strips to the right of my head there above the dog. That's kind of the ceiling of the truck, and I could just have a few little strips there and kind of say what we were doing. Now this snowflake stamp set is no longer available, but I feel like we get a new snowflake stamp set every year. So I'm bringing in the mist color, and I'm going to use second generation stamping to add these little snowflake, they're tiny little snowflake dots and stars, and then there's also a larger snowflake that I'm going to add here and there. I really like how they added some interest to that white background. So as I was stamping the snowflake, you're going to notice that I forget to do second generation in one spot, and I do full strength, and I really didn't like it. So I end up rearranging the trees a little bit to cover it up, and it looks fine in the end. But when it happened, I was like, no, I can't believe I just did that. And there it was, right when I said no. So you see me here now rearranging the trees a little bit. I cut most of that out because I had to peel them up. And I got it covered up and stamped a few more little snowflakes there, and you will never know that it happened. But yeah, I was pretty disappointed when I did that. I also forgot to mention that I did pop up some of the trees with the thin 3D foam tape. So there is some trees that are popped up, but not too many, mostly the smaller ones in the foreground. As a finishing touch, I protected my pictures with some printer paper, and I added some gold spatter to a few areas, continuing that theme of the spatter on the trees. Well, everyone, this is a layout that I am really excited about. You know how I love the browns and greens and the earth tones. So I'll just give you the close-up so you can appreciate maybe some of that gold glitter here. Also the very light background stamping there that I just wanted to, and I covered my one that I messed up there and then made some second generation ones. Little bit of inking, like just rubbing with little brushes here, just to give a platform a bit for the trees to sit on. And I've got this corner here, which really helped to make another embellishment cluster. I was going to bring in other stickers from the sticker sheet, but I decided the trees were just enough, and it goes so good.
with the theme of this layout. I may add a little bit of journaling with strips, but I may just put the date in because really it's self-explanatory. Sometimes it's nice to put some journaling in. I'll have to think about it, but I'm really happy with the layout. It's awesome. Thanks for watching. Bye.